Hey Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Lolo Moon. This is your monthly reading. It is a timeless reading, and but I am recording it right before May 2023 during eclipse season and Mercury retrograde in Taurus. Okay, so also I wanted to say, if you like my content, please be sure to hit like and subscribe. And also, I do take personal sessions. You can book that down below. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn. King of Wands. The Fool. Very nice. Very nice. The Magician. Oh my gosh, Capricorn. So far, you have like the actual best energy out of everybody. Okay, and then the Tower on the bottom of the deck. Woo, Capricorn, this is some amazing energy. This is true power. Like, I just cannot, this is that power and determination and that skill and gathering your resources and using the power of your mind and trusting the universe. And it's like, but it's like sudden, it's like this boom kind of energy, like an explosion of Capricorn. Like, look, like the power, like it's almost like how do I feel? I just feel this like this energy. It's like really exciting. It's a little scary, but really exciting at the same time. Like, it's, I don't know, I just freaking love it. Okay, all right. Woo, this is good. Okay, King of Wands for Capricorn, please. The Five of Swords. It's like the internal conflict, you know, the conflict that's been going on within inside of you for a while. Just, you know, it's like you become, and this is eclipse energy, right? Like you become uncomfortable, you know, and you just get so uncomfortable that eventually it's just like, I got to get out of this, you know, discomfort, and boom. And it's like you charge forward and into whatever path you're going. Right. And it's just it's a very powerful force that I feel for you. I'm kind of wondering if like everybody feels like that right now, because that's been a little how I've been feeling and, kind of a lot actually. And I've been noticing in the past few signs that I've done that it's a very similar energy, but out of everybody, you have the best cards. All right. Tell me about King of Wands here. Sorry, my chair squeaks, guys. The High Priestess. Now, it did kind of come out in reverse there, so I want to get one more card on that. The Queen of Pentacles. All right. I kind of get the message with that. Oh, yeah. Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I'm actually going to put that there. All right. The full card, please. Five of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, though. Let's see. Full card, please. The Four of Pentacles. The Magician card. The World. Okay, all right. Now we see the magic starting to happen here. Okay, this is good. Oh, yes. There's the magic. There's the magic. Okay, I love this, Capricorn. All right, so what I kind of feel for you a little bit here in the recent past energy, I feel like part of the conflict here for you, Capricorn, is that I feel like you know what you like, you know what you know, and you know where you're going, okay? The problem is, I feel like for you, it's like it's like you don't want to be selfish, like you don't want to be all about you, you know, but like, you know, it's like almost like you want to consider everybody else, or you want to do what's like helpful for other people, that kind of thing. But I feel like it's like you're denying yourself your own happiness. Like you're not really following your true north. You're not really listening to your intuition. You're not really listening to like what's good for you, or you haven't been, okay? And because you haven't been listening to what's good for you, it's almost like, because this, like I said, it came out in reverse, this High Priestess, and the Seven of Swords, it's like, it's kind of like it's been blocking your flow. Like it's been blocking your movement, okay? Now, I looked at this school bus here, and I mean, this could have to do with like wanting, like with school. Like maybe you're wanting to go back to school, or you're trying to invest yourself in school. But like you have these other variables in life. You could have a partner. And you could have children here, and you know, it's like you're trying to be considerate, you're trying to be helpful, you know, you don't, but it's like you're sacrificing something. And it could be that you're needing to find a balance. I'm definitely not telling you to like give up one for the other. It could just be that you need to find a balance, okay? Because I mean, I definitely feel like it's been creating a conflict within you, and you honestly are starting to feel like you're hurting yourself through this process, like you're overwhelming yourself, like you're doing too much. This could also have to do with your job. And I also feel like with this King of Wands here, King of Wands tends to stray from the beaten path, right? And I feel like maybe there's something that you've really been wanting to do for yourself, but like you feel like you can't do it because it may disrupt the flow of, you know, the home life or a relationship or, you know, just other people in your life. And like you don't want to do that. Like it's almost like you don't want to rock the boat, okay? And this could be a relationship, like I was saying. Like, it could be that, you know, maybe you feel like it's not working for you anymore, but like you don't want to break it off because like maybe you don't want to hurt them, or you don't want to have to be the one who has to do it. You know, and so it's like you could be like mentally, you know, kind of coming up with an escape plan. You know, and intuitively, you know, this isn't working for you, but like you're kind of not listening to it because you care so much. You know what I mean? And I'm also like, I really get this sense that for some of you, it could also have to do with like wanting to start your own, because the King of Wands is the entrepreneur, and like wanting to kind of venture out and do your own thing, but you also are afraid because, I mean, you need stability and security. You're an earth sign after all. And, you know, maybe you're kind of afraid that like, if I do this, is it going to rock the boat? Is it going to mess things up? Am I being selfish? I just feel like there's been a lot of variables that you've been trying to consider lately, and it's really kind of put you at odds with yourself, you know? Like you're trying to develop a strategy or a way out of the situation. But then like I feel like at times you feel like, if I do this, am I being selfish? You know what I mean? So, okay. So what ends up happening for you, okay? You have the Fool card. I have to take a drink of water. Hold on. So what ends up happening here is you have this Fool energy. I do feel like you end up kind of like breaking away from this energy. And I don't know if you necessarily break away from like this person or this situation. I do feel like that's going to be individual for every person. But either way, you do decide to break free. Now, for some of you, it could be you're breaking free from a relationship. You know, you have the Five of Pentacles here. And you're just deciding, like, it's just not meeting my needs anymore. It's just not working anymore. Like, we've tried and it's not working. Like, you could feel like you've given and given to this situation, and you're not getting anything back, you know? And with this Four of Pentacles here, it's like I feel like you realize, like, I have got to preserve my energy. Now, if there's children involved, you know, it could be that you need to find a way to make it work so that there's balance in this situation, so that like children aren't affected. And that could be part of the issue. Like, how am I going to find balance in this situation? But I do feel like it's kind of a decision that you make. Like, you want to be set free. Okay. Tell me more about the Fool. The Page of Cups. Yeah, what I got from the Page of Cups is that, like, I feel like you want to have this childlike sense of wonder. King of Wands, okay? Page of Cups. Like, I feel like the Fool, you're ready to, like, view the world from a different space, like a different, you're ready to view the world from a different perspective, okay? Sorry. And And I feel like you're ready to see the magic of the universe. Like, it's almost like you feel like, okay, I've done my due diligence. I've done my due diligence. Capricorns, we know that you do. You know, you've done it. You've put in the work. You've put in the effort. You had the determination, the skill, the talent. You know, it's like, for me personally, I feel like that anything that Capricorns touch turns to gold. I truly believe that, because Capricorns know how to make stuff happen. Like, you will put in the work. Capricorns are the ones who are going to stay behind and make sure something gets done. You know, they have that determination, because for me, I have Capricorns lots in my life. For me, it's like, you know, I feel like Capricorns have that end goal in mind, and you're willing to do whatever you need to do to get to that end goal. I love Capricornian energy for this reason, because of that determination. But I also feel like it's like, you're like, man, I've worked so freaking hard. I've done so much. I've held things together. I just want to kind of live a little bit. You know, I want to kind of shake things up a little bit. You know, I want to feel what it's like to be, you know, an air sign or a fire sign, and just kind of just have a little fun and like fly by the seat of my pants for a minute. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's okay. I just feel like, honestly, Capricorn, you need a break. Like, you need a break. We're coming up on summer vacation. Like, you just need a break, right? And this Four of Wands, like, honestly, that could be all you're needing. Like, you just need, because they kind of look like they're on an island, right? It's like, that's just what you need. Like, you just need a vacation. Like, I feel like you have just been working. And we had 8 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles here, the Queen of Pentacles, even the 5 of Pentacles, like all this money type of energy. Like, I feel like you've been working and you've been working and you've been, you know, putting in the effort and the time and everything. And now you're just kind of like, but what has it gotten me? Like, I've put so much into this, and now I just feel like I just need a freaking break. I just want to go, you know, run in the field and chase butterflies, and, you know, go swimming in the ocean with the fish, or it's, you know what I mean? Like, just go. You need a vacation. Like, you need an island in the sun kind of day, right? Like, that's what you need. And I feel like with this Magician that's coming up in your near future, I just feel like you're making it happen. Like, I really do. I mean, with this World energy, obviously a lot of times we see that as closing out a cycle as tarot readers. I honestly, for you, see that as travel. Excuse me. The 7 of Wands. The Devil card almost came out in reverse. The 5 of Cups. And the Hierophant. Alright, so kind of here's the Fool on the bottom of the deck. Here's what I feel. I feel like you're going to try to make it work, because the Magician card is you know, the Magician's a manipulator. You know, the Magician knows how to manipulate energy and make things happen. Now, it depends on the Magician whether or not they decide to use this for good or bad, okay? Very skilled at making things be what they want them to be, right? I do feel like you're going to try to find a way to make this work for you. Like, this freedom, this liberation, this vacation, like, you know, this, just what you're trying to do for yourself that's going to give you a little bit of relief, okay? And like I said, for some of you, it's leaving a relationship. Some of you, it's like going back to school or venturing out on your own and running your own business. Like, I feel like and all of those would give you a sense of relief from what you already are currently working on or have in your life, right? So I do feel like you're going to find a way to make this work, okay? But I also feel like you may have some pushback from other people in your life. And, you know, you start to regret and you start to feel bad for wanting the things that you want. And that's why the Devil card came out like this, because it's like, you know, it's like you're almost out of breaking free from this, the bondage of this, right? But you're not quite, because part of you still very much considers how this is going to affect affect other people, whether it's coworkers, a partner, children. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Like, it's not a bad thing to consider other people, but just make sure you're not self-sacrificing so much that you're giving up on the things that you need for your soul, right? Like, I mean, if you need a vacation, you need a vacation. Like, if you want to go back to school and, you know, you want to make something of yourself and actually go after your dreams or start a business or whatever, like, you can make it work, okay? You can make it work. It may be difficult. Maybe that's why there's some pushback. You may feel like you have to defend your choices. But I mean, I feel like if you don't do it, you're going to look back on this and be like, you know, why did I let this keep me stuck? Why did I let all these barriers in my life bind me, you know, and keep me from my dream or keep me from what I need for myself? Anyway, so you have the Hierophant. I understand you have things that you're committed to. I really do. But at the same time, I mean, we all do. But I love how with this Hierophant energy, all these bubbles are in the background, because it's like, you know, this person's like buried in books. So it's kind of like serious energy. We're talking like knowledge and, you know, tradition and just things like that, right? You know, so it's very serious energy. But then there's these bubbles. So it's like that kind of gives it like the spiritual flair. And the spiritual, I mean, for me, the Fool card is one of the most spiritual cards in the deck, because that is like that true faith and trust in the universe. I mean, like, you cannot be more spiritual than somebody who just has all this faith that things are going to work out, right? And so it's like, to me, this kind of embodies like the best of both worlds. Like, yeah, you have your commitments. Yeah, you have things that, you know, you're sort of, I don't want to say bound to, because that's more the devil energy, but you just have your commitments, okay? You have things that, you know, you have to do, right? But like at the same time, like there's this spiritual energy. And I feel like this is part of the lesson for you, is to figure out how to embody the best of both worlds, okay? Because I just feel like if you continue to live in this regret of like doing this thing for yourself, like you're going to end up stuck in this devil energy, and you're going to look back on your life and you're going to be like, I allowed it to cage me in. Why did I do that? I allowed it to keep me from my gold right here, my treasure. Why did I do that? You know, I mean, it's really important to turn around and look at both of these cups. These cups are opportunities, okay? And the opportunities are the things that are going to set you free. So then you have this Wheel of Fortune and this Fool card on the bottom of the deck. We're talking a major shift right here, a major change in your life. Like I said, for some of you, it's travel. For others of you, you are actually closing something out in your life. You're closing out a job, a relationship, you know, going after education right here, the Hierophant. You know, you're deciding to get higher forms of education or learn a new skill, something like that. And you're closing out a chapter in your life, but it does look like it's very fortunate for you. It just seems that you're kind of needing to figure out a way to maneuver around the challenges or the people in your life who don't necessarily agree. You know, look, Knight of Swords. And I feel like there's a lot of like really serious conversations that will be happening for you so that you can make this happen, Capricorn. So let's go ahead and see closing oracle message for Capricorn. I already shuffled these. So closing message for Capricorn. Don't be impulsive, okay? Reckless actions lead to conflict. So if you just jump straight into the full energy and you know, don't consider how other people are going to be affected in your life, you may get some backlash, right? So I do feel like that's why it's important to have some conversations. Like I said, with the Magician, try to find a way to maneuver this, okay? And it could have to do with some compromise, finding the balance. The Black Cat, your luck will soon change. Excuse me. The Hand of Fate, forces beyond your control intervene. Follow your intuition. Remember how she was reversed? Now she's upright. Follow your intuition. So I also feel like for forces beyond your control intervene. So when that card comes out, to me, I mean, it could be planetary shifts. Hold on. Capricorn, I feel like this happened with your last reading that I did. Like, I kept getting this itch in my throat because you have some conflicts in your life. There are some conversations that you need to have with some people that are going to break you out of this devil energy. And I feel like you keep biting your tongue about it and like you are swallowing it. And that is why this is the second Capricorn reading I've done. My throat is itching so bad. It was not itching like this before. Oh my goodness. Okay, back to your message. Forces beyond your control intervene. These are planetary shifts. So this could be the eclipse energy. So the eclipse energy right here. Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, this Hand of Fate card. We're talking like the universe may honestly just kind of put you in a position where you don't have a choice but to have this conversation, like, or to do this thing or to make this move, right? Because you're going to get so uncomfortable with the way the things are. You have the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles right here. That's some discomfort, okay? And the Tower, the moments preceding the actual explosion are so uncomfortable, okay? You got to think like in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like I said, if I'm using this deck, I'm going to reference the movie. The moments before she jumps off that tower, okay, into the other dimension, right? Like there's all this fighting going on and like running up the stairs and trying, you know, and just like trying to save her sister, and like there's a lot of tension, right? Like you're sitting on the edge of your seat, like what's gonna happen, you know, if you're really into Buffy like me, and you know what I mean? And so it's like there's just all this tension building, and then she lets go and she becomes the Fool. Do you see how Buffy is just jumping into this dimension? She becomes the Fool, Capricorn. She becomes the Fool. She decides to just trust that whatever she's doing is going to work out. You know, she's like, I know the answer and this is what I'm supposed to do and I'm just going to trust it. And it's so funny because Virgo just got 2 Fool cards too. And the message I got for Virgo was to be the Fool. And I kind of get the same energy for you too, Capricorn. It's really strange. But so you may have a lot of Virgo energy or vice versa for Virgos and Capricorn, but either way, follow your intuition, guys, because I feel like the universe is going to kind of place you in this energy where you're either just going to jump or you're not. You're either going to sink or you're going to swim, right? Like you may as well give it a shot and go for it and see what happens and have these conversations and make these moves and try, because I really feel like if you go for it, your luck is going to change. You have some amazing energy. The Magician, the World card, the Wheel of Fortune, this Tower card right here, the Black Cat, the Hand of Fate. Like, all of this is freaking amazing. The Fool card twice. Like, I can't even, like, the cards, the energy that you have here for you is so supportive of this move, of this change, of this development in your life. Freaking go for it, Capricorn. Like, I love this for you. So that's what I have for you. You guys, if you like my reading, please be sure to hit like and subscribe. Also, I do accept personal sessions. You can book that down below. I love you guys. I will see you next time, and bye for now.